And his first pitch tonight is inside, and it hits Ronald Acuna Jr. And naturally, the boos rain down from Truist Park. Of course, we have been down this road once or twice before. No one will. And well, now you can read the lips there. He's seen enough of it, is what, among other things, what Brian Snitker just said. All right, Holly, here's where you and I always get ourselves in trouble when we sit here and say there's no way that there was any intent there. But, I mean,
come on, listen. I know what Braves fans feel. I know what we all think. Right when we see it, it takes us back in time. But we've got to be realistic here. We told you the numbers with Pablo. We told you what he's dealing with when it comes to the Atlanta Braves. Do you think in the very first inning with the very first pitch, he's trying to put himself in hot water? I mean, you got to be kidding me here.
Well, Jesus Aguilar doing his best to cool the temperature over there.
Might I add one more thing real quick? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I would add this. We know Pablo better than anybody else around baseball, better than Braves fans or anybody else that's paying attention.
They just threw him out of the game.
It's not even possible.
They just threw him out of the game?
That Pablo, this is unbelievable. It really is.
That's unbelievable. Without a warning issue, how could you throw them out of the game? And now Mel Stottlemyre Jr.'s out there standing up for his guy. Donnie's hot and has all the reason to be fired up. Andy Fletcher tonight is the home plate umpire. Dan Iasonia is the crew chief. Scott Berry's the first base umpire. He's in there as well. John Lipka, the third base umpire, is in there. This is, listen, we're not stupid. We understand that there is absolutely history here, and we can go back and forth, and anybody watching this neutrally or from a Braves perspective would probably disagree if we said that some of those times, whether it was Urania or whoever, there was no intent on some of those occasions from our perspective. You can disagree at home, that's fine. We'll get killed for it online, that's fine. This is ridiculous. This I don't understand.
Yeah, that's not Pablo. I mean, Pablo is trying to pitch inside. Everybody tries to pitch Acuna inside. There isn't a series I don't tune into, whether it's the Marlins or not, where we don't watch Ronald Acuna have to move his feet a few different times. He is that talented a hitter, and every pitcher that I know and that I've known in this great game for as long as I've been a part of it has said the same thing. When you have those types of hitters, you have to command both sides of the plate. This is absolutely ridiculous. And part of why I think this is Don Mattingly is so upset is that you feel like this has been more fueled by Brian Snitker than Acuna. Acuna didn't lose his cool in the box. He turned his back. He dealt with the hit by pitch. There was no reaction. If you go back a few years, there was reaction. There was something going on there. And I certainly respect and understand that. But I feel like the umpires have been done in by Snitker coming out of the dugout, storming out, throwing his hands in the air, and making this happen.
Well, the other thing, too, and maybe I'm off base and speaking out of school here, but I'm going to say it anyway. What this does right here on the first pitch of a game with nobody thinking that this was going to happen at all tonight really just opens the door and sets the bar for any time over the next 15 years that Ronald Acuna Jr. is in the league and he's playing the Marlins, that any time he gets hit by a pitch, the Marlins pitcher is going to get thrown out of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. You got precedent now. You have precedent based on nothing. They don't know the history. I mean, they had to get together before this even happened. It wasn't an initial. Every time I've seen it where a hitter had been hit, where we were maybe anticipating something like this happening, there was always the instantaneous reaction from the home plate umpire where he would automatically throw the pitcher out of the ballgame. That didn't happen here. They met, they talked, they communicated, and then they decided to throw him out of the ballgame.
It doesn't make sense. And I would like to attribute who said it, but at the moment I can't remember who it was. But earlier this year there was a post-game thing, and after a Marlins-Braves game, and Acuna either got hit or came close to it, and there was a reaction like this. And basically what I just said was said by somebody on the Marlins side, I don't recall who it was, but basically anytime a pitch goes anywhere near Acuna Jr., we're throwing at him? Question mark. It's not the case. Basically what the umpires just did was said that for the next 15 years, Ronald Acuna Jr. owns the inside corner of the plate in every game these two teams play. And Donnie should be out there for the next half an hour getting his money's worth.
This
is
very
ridiculous.
well maybe. I mean, this is, like I said, you saw where this was going. This didn't just spring up on us. I mean, it even developed even after the hit by pitch, right? Let's go back to how Acuna reacted to the hit by pitch. It wasn't Acuna's overreaction to the hit by pitch. It was Brian Snitker's overreaction to the hit by pitch. And I understand, and I've stood by this a million times over, defending your player. But I feel like it's his actions that have led us to where we're at right now, because to me, the umpires are responding to him, not responding to what actually happened. Were there pregame warnings?
Not that I am.
Of course there weren't pregame warnings. I'm sorry. That was a kind of... I know there wasn't.
Right.
There's no reason for there to be.
Well, oh boy. All right, so we're going to look at some replays and just kind of see how this whole thing unfolded here. We'll watch Pablo first. This is the pitch first. And Pablo's full reaction to the pitch, thinking, oh, geez, here we go. That's what I want. I want the leadoff man on with all-star Freddie Freeman coming to the plate. This is the time I want to send a message.
Yep.
There's my sarcasm.
Hot Albies, hot Riley. I mean, the top four hitters as hot as they've been all season long.
So now Acuna, he's not happy. Listen, he's been hit by a pitch a lot. He turns his back.
Everything's under control right now at this point. We can almost stop the tape right here. Your home plate umpire signaled for him to go to first base. You got a little communication going on here. You have nobody getting tossed out of the ball game.